Hello and welcome to this episode of the Maverrik podcast. I am Luke 2 and today I'm talking to you about how you can reach 90% of your buyers because currently you're only reaching 10%. So we've got this great document of how you can reach this 90% as a PDF presentation, but I wanted to really talk to it today on the podcast because just to explain a little bit more about the mounting. So this mountain you have is your clients. So at the 10% that you're currently reaching, you have people who are actively looking for your product, and you've got people who are actually looking for a provider for the problem they're currently facing. Now, when you are just posting content, talking about that over and over and over again, you're only reaching that 10%. Now, there's a whole other list. There's the 90% there which don't know they have a problem, they're not even searching for a problem, or they know what the problem is and they're just not doing anything to take that step to actually fixing the problem. And that's the whole mountain right there. So let's just start from the bottom. So 30% of anyone who you're going to talk to with any of your content have no idea who you are, have no idea they have a problem. And even if they are your target audience, even if they are the perfect person for your service, they don't know about it. They have no idea and they're not looking for it. So if you're just saying about, oh, hey, I've got this service, they're going to say, well, that's great. I'll skip past it because they don't even know what it is that you do or why they need you at all. So they have the 30% who are in the dark. And then the next 30% are people who know they have a problem, but they have no idea what the solution is at all. They're just like, okay, I keep getting low views on all of my content. I have no idea what the problem could be. They're not even actually looking for a solution. They're just posting and saying, well, it is what it is. I've just got this issue where I can't solve that problem, but I know I have a problem. But they're not actually searching for it. And then you got the 30% who are, realizing what the solution they need. And even then, you still got about 40%, right? Oh yeah, I'm actually talking to 40%. No, you're only talking to 10% because that 30% who know they have a problem and are looking for a solution don't actually search out and get it. They're not actually talking to people. They're not actually responding to messages or trying to talk to people about solving that solution. Or they're people who are looking to do it themselves. They're people who are just seeing, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to get. So I'm just going to try and do it myself. And you get a lot of that online because none of us wants to admit that we don't know what we're doing, or we don't know what the solution could be, or we try and just take a hammer to a nail and say, look, I'm just going to try it out and see if I can fix that. And when it doesn't work, then you've got the 7% who are looking for a provider, and then the 3% who just need to get that solution done. So in your content, if you are just talking about your service all the time, if you are just talking about your product all the time, all you're really talking to are that 10%. Now you need to uncover the other 90%. So how do you uncover the 90%? How do you talk to them? So you need to guide them through the process. You need to prime them for that conversation you have at the end. So we've got another document, which is how you can get 10 plus meetings in a week, and that guides you through content priming. Now, content priming basically takes the client or whoever you want to talk to at the end of it on a journey to discover, look, this is your problem that you are having. This is how you can solve that problem, and this is why we are the person to help you solve that problem. But down the line, you kind of eliminate everyone else's service because what you've done is you've uncovered the problem for them, and they say, okay, you're the person who has approached me and said about this problem. Now I know it exists. And then you go into, oh, well, this is how you solve it. And then they just really trust you because you've built that familiarity, that credibility, and they know what you're talking about. You know what you're talking about with them, and you kind of have a rapport. So you're kind of working on a team project together with that person. You're showing them where they're going wrong. You're showing them where their problems lie and how you can fix it. And throughout that, they're not going to think, oh, I'm going to just go and find someone else to solve this issue for me now, because they're so ingrained in this project with you that they want to see the outcome of it. And they know you know what you're talking about because you're the person who brought it to them in the first place. And that's how you can reach the 90% with your content. There's ways of doing it as well through messaging. So after a while, you get to know a person. After they get you to know your content, you can connect with them and start a conversation with them. And then from there, you can book a meeting or a discovery call to really unpick the issues they're having. Because no matter how much you talk about a problem, it's not a specific problem for that person. The amount of variety in companies and people out there is literally impossible to just have a product which solves everything. You're always going to have to talk through something. There's always going to be elements of your service which some people need and other people don't need. So what you really need to do is find out, unpick that, and work it out with them. Especially when it comes to selling services or selling any form of any form of service really. What you need to really do is work with someone throughout their problem, and you become that person that they will come to with a solution. They're not going to go with anyone else because you're the person who said, look, I know what your problem is all the way throughout it, and I can solve it. And that's how you get from just 10% to 90%. So thank you for listening and watching to this episode of the Maverrik podcast. If you need any help in actioning any of the information I've just said, don't forget to send us an email at hi@maverrik.io or visit our website, which is right behind me if you're watching. We'll see you next time for our next podcast episode.